Hey, hello, friends. I've been having this line of thoughts recurring in my mind recently, and I feel like just sharing it with my friends. And it is on until the time of his appearing. Until the time of his appearing, right? This is a statement that was said concerning John the Baptist. The Bible tells us how he was in the wilderness until the day of his appearing. So I realize that many of us are just so worried about when it's my time of appearing. When is the time that will be showed forth? You know, the Bible explains how the earnest expectation of creature are waiting the manifestation of the sons of God. So we are curious about that time of our appearing. You know, some of us seems as if we are, in the backstage of life, or we are neglected, we are abandoned, or things are not working as we are expecting, and we are trusting God for when that time of its appearing will be, So I have just come here to let you know that indeed the time of that appearing will definitely come, because scripture says time and chances actually happens to them all, not a few of them. So the question is not if the appearing will come or not, but the question will be until. So what happened before the time of his appearing? And that's my concern, because the Bible tells us that something happened to him until that time of his appearing. You see, many of us are anticipating the time of his appearing, the time that thing will eventually happen, the time you will eventually, be celebrated and things like that. But we do not know that what is really more important is what happened till that time of the appearing. And I just want to take this moment to just share some few thoughts on preparing for the time of the appearing. Preparing for the time of the appearing. So this is going to take me a while to do this, but I'll be sharing some few things with us, and hopefully in my next edition I will pick them one after the other. Some of the things I really believe that as human we should get prepared for this time of the appearing. And and just for today I will say this: our major challenge is that we do not know the time of the appearing, and we do not know how that time will come to us. Some of us, we are expecting that the time of appearing will be the same way it happens to our friend. Our friend just came to limelight just like that. But to some of us, our time of appearing may be when God connects us to certain person. It is that person that will lead us to the time of appearing. But when they come up, when they show up to us, they do not look like it. They do not look like people that will really be used by God to take us somewhere. So for such a person, if that person is not so knowledgeable about maintaining relationship, which is something such a person needs to understand before the time of the appearing, such a person will abort the time of the appearing. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So the issue is not the time of the appearing coming, because it will come to everybody. Because like I said initially, time and chances happen to them all. So the question is, what are my preparation? How many tools do I have, equipped with as I expect the time of the appearing? So I want to show us some few things I believe that as human, both believers and, we should get ourselves equipped with as we anticipate the time of the appearance, so that when that time show up, either the time show up in disguise, I will be able to maximize my time of my appearing. I'll give an instance, then I'll stop this first edition. For instance, if God is bringing someone my way and is expecting me to nurture my relationship with that person, not necessarily to marry or something, but nurture my relationship, either friendship with that person, and that person has something that God has designed to use him to do for me. If I'm not prepared, with necessary tools, to help me take advantage of the time of my preparing, I will abort that season. Is either I dishonor that person, is either I dishonor everybody around me. Maybe for me, what I need to learn is how to honor people. Maybe for me, what I need to learn is how to respect relationship. Maybe for me, what I need to learn is to, caution myself from this thing called, self gratification. Where people just want, instant gratification, where people just want things now. Have you met some people whereby you really have something better for, but this sense of instant gratification and sense of entitlement will pursue you away from them? They are always very demanding. They are always very asking all the time. And meanwhile, God is bringing you together with them to teach them some few things and to build them up in certain ways until they're eventually exposed to what God really has for them. I understand that people really have a lot of needs, but it's important that we understand how to, manage this instant gratification, because that urgent 2K you always request for, the person you are always disturbing with urgent 2K, they have something bigger than urgent 2K for you. But because you don't understand how to manage the time of your appearing, you feel that guy was sent to you just to request urgent 2K from him. Well, anyway, I'm going to stop here. But sincerely, we must learn how to equip ourselves before the time of the appearing. Follow me in my next edition as I show you some other things I feel we should start equipping ourselves with before the time of the appearing. Thank you, and God bless.